Jordan, the ranking member of the Judiciary Committee, and should you make the Republicans the majority, he will be the chairman of that committee. That's how important this is. Jim Jordan, have the Republicans asked the Department of Justice and FBI to save and protect all documents, emails, texts, anything in electronic or physical form?
Yeah, we sure have, Mark. And use the school boards that issue as sort of the case study here for a second. So think about what happened. We know prior to that initial letter being sent from the National School Board Association, this left-wing political group, to the White House, asking the White House to use the Patriot Act, to use counterterrorism measures against parents. Before that letter was even sent, we know the School Boards Association was meeting with the White House officials, meeting with Justice Department officials, and communicating with people at the Department of Education. We want all that communication. So we've asked those people to preserve it. But we want to know, here's a fundamental question. Hey, did you know before the letter was sent, folks at the White House, folks at the Justice Department, did you know they were going to include the language that said use the Patriot Act against parents? Did you know that was it? Did you suggest it? Did you encourage it? Those are critical questions, because if your White House and our Justice Department that we pay for, if they're encouraging a left-wing political group to write them a letter as a pretext to go after parents, to go after moms and dads who simply are trying to do what's best for their kids' education, if you encourage that, if you put that in the letter, that is scary stuff. So we want to know who did it. Because think about this. There was someone, and you talked about the folks at the top levels of the Justice Department. Someone made a decision that says, when we go to this pastor's house, we're not going to call him up and have him meet us somewhere. We're going to go to his house with 20 agents, guns drawn, kick in his door, and do it in front of his wife and children. Someone made that decision. Who was it? So those are the kind of things we need to find out so that we hold these folks accountable, and most importantly, change the way that place operates, get it back to where it was when you worked there, where you're focused on equal treatment under the law and enforcing the law, not treating Americans as if they're parents as if they're terrorists.
You saw the